Sri Lanka's recent cabinet appointments have sparked controversy. This is the first time since independence that the cabinet now has Muslim representation. Now, the opposition has criticized the government, saying that the lack of representation is disappointing despite 70% of Sri Lankan Muslims voting for the National People's Power government. Rishad Maroof, the SLPP candidate for Kandy district, said that when the current government came to power, they relied heavily on Sri Lankan Muslim votes and even acknowledged that fact. He said that it was questionable why no Muslim was appointed as cabinet minister, raising suspicion that this might be part of some other agenda. Maroof added that the NPP had promised to appoint Muslim and Tamil representatives during the election period. Muslims have been part of previous administrations in Sri Lanka. Former Minister Ali Sabri represented the community in Gotabaya Rajapaksa's government in 2019. The SLPP says that while the current parliament does have Tamil representatives and even the first vision-impaired MP, but it lacks representation from the Muslim community. We are now being joined by our correspondent Dasani Athauda, who is joining us on the phone line from Colombo. Dasani, a couple of days earlier, we did speak about how the elections this time have covered a varied societal base in Sri Lanka, reaching the minorities as well, the ethnic minorities. Could you tell us about this recent controversy that has been sparked with the appointments?
Absolutely. Well, when the cabinet was sworn in its first instance, there was a lot of positive feedback from society, especially given the fact that this is a cabinet for the first time in history that has a large number of experts in terms of doctors, engineers, professors, and even lawyers taking up these top spots. However, there now appears to be a bit of an issue with regard to a representation, given the fact that no Muslim MP has been given a cabinet portfolio. However, recently, one of the MPs representing the new NPP government had taken to social media to make it clear that this was in fact a decision made by the president and his government to appoint those who are qualified in those specific portfolios where their qualifications came first before their religious or racial background. So now this is quite an interesting discourse that people are having with regard to representation, because rightfully, like you mentioned, yes, in this election, the NPP got a landslide victory purely because the people, especially the minorities, decided to side with the NPP. So certainly a very interesting time.
Thank you, Dasani, for those details. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.